Hey, this is Robin Taney, the Get Real Girl from Studio 4 PR, and your host for Be a Media Magnet and Attract Your Ideal Client in 5 days. I seem to have ongoing issues with Facebook Live. For some reason, the technology is not working in my favor. We've had video problems, audio problems, and now I'm being told that I have a bad wireless connection. So, it's anybody's guess as to whether or not we will actually get through this, but if for some reason the quality sucks like it did the first 2 days, I will reshoot this video and post it on my page and in the challenge group. So if you've been following along for the past 3 days, you are 60% of the way to being a media magnet and attracting your ideal client. Woohoo! If you are just joining us, welcome. And thank you so much for being here amidst our many issues. Everything we have done so far is posted in the on my page and in the challenge group page. And at the end of the week, all of the assignments will be accessible in PDF form and video form. So if you want to go back and do them in order, you'll be able to do that easily. If you are not yet registered, please go to the link that is posted on the video, and that just make sure that you get all of the email assignments, that you get access to the challenge group, that you get support from me and anybody else who is participating, and that way we can just make sure that you're getting the resources that you need. So let's dive right into the content, especially since who knows how long this connection is going to be working. I'll just quickly recap the assignment that was today, which was to create the messages for your ideal client. So if you've already done your ideal client profile, you have a pretty good idea of who it is that you want to talk to. And then your message is just really specific to them, makes you feel like you're talking right to them, so that when they get it, they're thinking, oh, they're talking about me. So, you've created your ideal client profile. It's super specific. I've talked about being realistic with your goals and your challenges and the commitment that you're willing to make. Yesterday I talked about engaging, identifying your ideal client and figuring out where they hang out and then going there. Today I'm going to talk about being authentic. Authenticity is pretty straightforward. Being honest, having integrity, not scamming people, blah, blah, blah. You know that. So what I'm talking about today is really about how to incorporate authenticity into your message so that it resonates with your ideal client. First, I want to share a quick story with you about the cost of not being authentic. There is a health and wellness blogger, and her name is Belle Gibson, and she basically created an empire out of advice and tips for holistic nutrition and health and the benefits of eating clean and detoxing and all that. And she claimed that the health benefits from following this nutrition plan would help cure cancer. And she knew this because she claimed that it cured her of cancer. Brain cancer, several types of cancer, that she was on death's door, that she only had a couple months to live, and that she started this alternative type healing to the medical treatment, and that it basically saved her life. And she not only created a health and wellness blog, but she became so popular that publishers were offering her book deals She had I think she was going to have a TV show. She had a website all about that had all the resources for anybody that wanted to eat, that wanted to eat holistically. And so her ideal client was obviously reaching out to people that were either wanted to eat for better health, or even better was people that already had been diagnosed with cancer and the opportunity to be cured from it. So long story short, she did not have cancer. She never had cancer, completely lied about it. And there was not one shred of truth to her health, but she also was giving misinformation to people that she didn't really know what she was talking about in terms of the steps that were needed to take in order to eat holistically. So she had thousands and thousands of followers. And when this started to unravel, you can imagine that it totally, it just totally damaged the integrity of the industry itself, and also of other health and wellness bloggers who were really doing good things. And so it puts a lot of skepticism out there for people that didn't, were trying to do the right thing, and created this, basic havoc for an industry that is trying to do good. So, so that is, an example of, what happens when you don't be authentic. And I certainly do not think anybody out there would do that, but it just points to the gravity of what happens, because basically she needs to change her name, go live on an island somewhere, and never see people, because she's branded for for life, that this is that this is something that she has done. So in my opinion, authenticity is about being vulnerable. And I realize that a lot of people think that vulnerability is a sign of weakness. And that is not the case at all. Being willing to be vulnerable is being so sure about what you stand for that you will not settle. Let me repeat that. Being vulnerable means being so sure of what you stand for that you will not settle. Now, let me share another story with you. In 2012, there was a Miami Marlins baseball player named Logan Morrison. He was, at the time, he played left fielder for the Miami Marlins. Now I think he plays first base for the Tampa Bay Rays. And he went into Nordstrom's in Miami. And if you know Nordstrom's, they are their brand is all about the customer. So if they don't have what you want, they will send you to another store, a totally different store that has what you want. They will go and get it for you. So they are all about customer service. They are all about the customer, and they are all about making sure that the customer feels cared for. So Logan Morrison goes into Nordstrom's in Miami, and he sees a woman who is breastfeeding her newborn baby. And he is so grossed out by this that he takes a picture of it and he tweets it out to his 100,000 plus followers. So there is a huge uproar from moms and women's groups, and even in the sports world, that what he has done has just, offended so many people. Now, Nordstrom's, which is a huge corporation, and it could, it could take the stance that they want to make their customers happy, so they want to, they don't want to tick Logan off. But what they did was they posted a tweet in response that said that breastfeeding moms are welcome in all their stores. So that is, they're not compromising. They're not compromising on their principles. They're not compromising on their standards. And that is what being vulnerable means. So I want to encourage you that if you have a part of your story that is where you have struggled and then you have triumphed, I encourage you to share that. If you have, if you have experienced something that is going to resonate with your ideal client, share it. They are looking for that. That's what they're looking for. They want to know that you get them. One thing that you can do is create a bio that basically is not corporate, just very personal and down to earth, and send that out before you do a meeting with somebody, so that if you're looking for a connection, you can share something about yourself that is that is going to resonate with them, and that will help you create that connection. If your business supports a charity, and it's a charity that either at one time helped you or is that in some way resonates with you, share that. Focus your energies on what you need to do to win the heart of your ideal client. And again, I want to really emphasize that you're talking to one person, and you're talking to them as though you're sharing a cup of coffee with them, and you're only looking at them. You're making direct eye contact with them. Maybe you're even getting in close, and you're just telling them, hey, I get where you're coming from. I'm with you. I'll be there every step of the way, and we'll work this out, kind of thing. So you have that kind of one-to-one deep connection with them, and that is what makes all of the other people go away. Not go away, but just it just dulls the noise. So and that is what being laser focused is, so that even if somebody who does not fit that profile, they are so drawn to what you're about that they are attracted to you as well. So, but you're still just focusing on that one person, having that one conversation. I want to share a couple of resources with you that can help you to get more clear about this. The first is a book, and I think if I hold it up, it's going to be backwards. But the first is, yep, it is. Look at that. So it's called Word of Mouth Marketing. It is by Andy Cernovitz, and it's how smart companies get people talking. And it's really just, when you want, I'll read you the, and I can't read without my glasses. I can't read with my glasses on, so I apologize. Word of mouth marketing is the art of creating a company that people love to talk about. Now is the time to energize and inspire those fans who will talk about you because they love what you do. So your ideal client, you want your ideal client to love what you do, and be so drawn to that they don't want to go to anybody else. So this is Word of Mouth Marketing by Andy Cernovitz, Cernovitz, and I will post this in I'll put this with the video link. And then the other resource is Danny Inny, I-N-Y, and he is with Mirasee, Mirasee.com, and he has put together he has a great resource that's free on his website called Engagement from Scratch. And a lot of what I talk about comes from what he wrote, because he is very, very focused on that talking to one person idea. So you can go to his website, Mirasee.com, and download Engagement from Scratch for free, and see if that helps you with putting together your messaging. So that is all that I have for today, and I don't think there's actually anybody even in here. So if you do have any questions when you watch the replay, please make sure you go to the group page, which the link of which is already is also listed. Share your insights, ask for help, ask me questions, ask others questions, ask for an accountability partner. Chances are, if you have the question, somebody else does too. And then your day 4 email will be in your inbox by 9 a.m. tomorrow. And that is where we focus on developing the mindset to have a long-lasting relationship with your ideal client. So this will not be low-hanging fruit. You will actually have somebody that is going to want to do business with you for the long haul. So thank you so much for being here, and even if you're on the replay, I really appreciate it, and I hope that my technological problems haven't kept you away. And feel free to share this with anybody that you think can benefit from it. And I thank you for sharing this space with me. So I will see you tomorrow, and look forward to seeing you in the challenge group. Thanks. Take care. Bye.